before I start, I already know you're gonna like this video. Do me a favor, go onto my YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button because I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers and I could really use your help. So I know I said we were gonna be on Lake Wiley today for this video, but it's, as you can kind of see, it's disgusting outside today. So I figured we'd come inside and talk a little bit about buying a house in 2021 because the market is crazy. So I'm sure if you've been watching the news or talking to anyone about real estate lately, you know that the market in 2021, especially here in Charlotte, is insanely hot. And the kinds of things that buyers are doing in order to get houses is unlike anything anyone has seen before. So I figured the best way to start is to talk about some of the reasons why people want to wait. So some of those reasons are because prices are through the roof right now. People are putting up 50, 100,000 or more over the list price on homes. People are having to put in appraisal addendums, inspection addendums, or appraisal waivers, inspection waivers. They're waiving all kinds of contingencies in the offer. They're doing all kinds of things that are strengthening their offer and making it more risky for the buyers. Along with prices going up, materials are getting more expensive, so for new construction, there's not as many options, so builders are getting squeezed right now as well. There's also so many buyers because not only is the real estate market doing well, but the overall stock market, all the different markets are doing very well, so there's a lot of money pumping into the consumers' pockets right now. Because the market's so crazy, a lot of people are kind of waiting to see if the market's going to correct itself, and nationally, I'm sure it will, with the forbearance, with evictions, with all these things that are going on right now, and with how intense some of these offers are getting that buyers are submitting, like it's not sustainable. So there's a lot of things that are going to be leading towards some sort of a correction. In Charlotte, where we have 120 people moving here every day, I'll be very curious to see if we see any kind of true correction like the rest of the country will. Now, all of that being said, ultimately it's up to you if you decide that it's the right time for you to buy, but there are so many reasons that support the real estate market, even in a hot market like this, continuing to grow. So why not go through some of the reasons why it would be a good idea to buy right now? First reason is if you're sitting at home renting right now, that rent money is not going to anything except paying down your landlord's mortgage. It's as simple as if you go buy a property, you're building equity, you're paying down principal in a mortgage, and historically, real estate has appreciated, and with that, it means that if you own something, even if you own a condo that's a small condo, even if it's a studio condo, you're still building equity, and you're gonna be able to benefit from that in the long run versus just paying rent every single month. So another example for why it would be a good time to buy is, let's say you want to build a house. You want to build a custom home and you want to buy some land and build. Or you want to build something on one of the lakes here. There's a limited amount of land available. Once that land is gone, it's gone. Because you know as well as I do, they're not making any more land. So another reason would be if you wanted to have an investment property. Let's say you wanted to be a landlord and you wanted to cash flow a little bit and play the long game and try and build some equity and wait for the appreciation to be able to pay you out for a house. That would be another great reason to buy something right now because there's a lot of people looking to rent, especially people who are getting buyer fatigue and getting sick of looking for houses to buy. They need somewhere to rent. There's a lot of investment opportunities with the short-term rental as well. So there's a company in Charlotte, they're called Rabu. They do incredible property management with short-term rentals, whether it's Airbnb, VRBO, all those kinds of things. And that's a great investment strategy that a lot of people are utilizing because people are still traveling a lot and they need places to stay. For Charlotte specifically, there are a lot of people that are traveling here every single day, whether it's for business, there's sports. Obviously, we've got the Panthers, the Hornets, the Knights, the Checkers. We're starting Charlotte FC next year. So there's a lot of sporting events that are bringing in people here, and weddings, bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, whatever it is. There's so many reasons that people are coming to Charlotte, and it's very easy to because we have a huge international airport here. So whether you're thinking that right now is a great time to wait, hopefully for some sort of market correction where you can really take advantage of real estate prices changing, or you think that right now is a great time to buy because real estate is going to continue to appreciate, here are some of the stats and figures that will help support whatever decision you want to make. So first, Charlotte growth. Just specifically looking at Charlotte and our market here, there's so many different things that are leading to growth of Charlotte as a whole. Not in the residential real estate space necessarily, but everything else. You've got sports teams. You have the Charlotte FC about to start their inaugural season next year with an owner who's not afraid to spend money and invest in this city. You have companies that are bringing headquarters to Charlotte, and you have 120 people moving here every single day on average. Now, with those headquarters bringing people here, like you have the SunTrust and the BB&T merger for Truist Bank, all of that is bringing in more people with more well-paid jobs, which means more competition in the residential real estate market. So second is supply and demand. When you look at the supply and demand here in Charlotte with the residential real estate market, the first thing that comes to mind is the inventory level. And I've said this before in a couple different videos, but a healthy market is between 5 and 7 months of inventory. Right now, Charlotte's currently sitting at 15 days. And that's it. There's a really limited amount of inventory here, which is driving demand. There's also, on average, like 5.1 buyers for every single house that gets listed, which means multiple offers on all of these homes that are getting listed. So you can see with all the money that's getting invested into this city, all of the people that are moving here, the demand is here and the demand is here to stay, which is going to continue to drive real estate pricing upwards. So the third and last thing that a lot of conversations I'm having with local real estate professionals or friends in the industry is that the market, if it were to correct or it were to crash, it's not gonna happen overnight. And you're not gonna just see, as real estate prices are going like this every single day, it's not just gonna fall out and you're gonna have all these like houses on sale. Even when you look back in 2008, it didn't just happen overnight, and it wasn't like you only had 1 month to scoop up great deals. And if you're waiting for that to happen, it may take years. And one last thing in regards to the 2008 crash, if you look at graphs of the real estate prices historically, and you're looking at it as it's coming through the early 2000s, it hits 2008, you see it dip, and then it kind of stays down there for a little bit, and then it comes soaring back up. And if you actually take out that piece of like the 2008 to 2012, it continues to go like this. So even if there were to be something that happens in the short term here, it's gonna be short term. So if you're on the fence about whether or not you should buy right now, or you wanna wait until there's some kind of correction that is in the near future, hopefully this at least helps give you some insight as to what kind of conversations I'm having with real estate professionals, or whether it's lenders, attorneys, appraisers, inspectors, buyers, sellers, investors. It's helpful to be able to hear from someone who's in the trenches every day what kinds of conversations I'm having versus what you're seeing on the news, because especially with the news, every single market is very different. All right, well, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. And hopefully next time it won't look like this outside so we can go out on Lake Wiley. And I'll see you then.